Some days life feels perfect, other days it just ain't working. The good, the bad, the right, the wrong, and everything in between.
Welcome to Fight Club. This is the first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club. This is a line from a character named Tyler Durden in the movie Fight Club that was filmed in 1999. Despite what this guy says, I've got news for you. You're in a fight. Right now. We all are. And have you ever noticed how hard it is sometimes just to follow God? Why isn't marriage effortless? Why is raising a family so complicated? Shouldn't those things just come naturally? Shouldn't they be easy? But they're not. Let's say we're standing on an empty football field, just you and me, and we're on the 20-yard line. I throw you the ball and I say, run into the end zone. In no time at all, you are spiking the ball and doing a Heisman. Easy, right? We were just a couple of guys horsing around, but let's mix it up a little. Let's add 60,000 screaming fans and 9 more guys, maybe some friends from your work. And let's say we're facing a defensive lineup of NFL All-Stars. The game's changed, hasn't it? This time, if I can even get the ball to you at the 20-yard line, you'll be lucky to make it through this without breaking any bones, let alone actually reaching the end zone. There's opposition. There's someone trying to stop you. A bunch of huge ones. Make no mistake, friends. You are in a fight. Every day, you're getting stared down by your enemy. And his mission statement, his entire life's purpose can be summed up in 3 words. Steal, kill, destroy. 1 Peter 5:8 warns you, watch your back, man. You've got a vicious enemy, the devil. Don't underestimate this guy. He is like a lion out stalking you. He wants to tear your flesh. He wants to devour you. Get that in your head. A rabid lion is hunting you to eat you. Oh, you're in a fight, all right. For the next 10 days are going to be a fight boot camp. We'll learn from Samson's mistakes in dealing with his physical enemy, the Philistines, so we can avoid those same mistakes with our spiritual enemy, the devil. It's 4th down, everybody. We're on the 20. And on this next snap, the ball is coming to you. What are you going to do? Are you ready for this fight? We begin our boot camp, with Judges chapter 13, verses 1 through 5. Again, the Israelites did evil in the Lord's sight. So the Lord handed them over to the Philistines, who oppressed them for 40 years. In those days, a man named Manoah from the tribe of Dan lived in the town of Zorah. His wife was unable to become pregnant, and they had no children. Then the angel of the Lord appeared to Manoah's wife and said, even though you have been unable to have children, you will soon become pregnant and give birth to a son. So be careful. You must not drink wine or any other alcoholic drink, nor eat any forbidden food. You will become pregnant and give birth to a son, and his hair must never be cut, for he will be dedicated to God as a Nazirite from birth, and he will begin to rescue Israel from the Philistines. The stage is set. The coming of our hero Samson. Let's see what happens next time as he battles his enemy. And may we learn from his mistakes so as we face our spiritual enemy, the devil. God bless. Paul reads to us in Ephesians chapter 6, verses 10 through 18. A final word: be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on all God's armor, so that you will be able to stand firm against all the strategies of the devil. For we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places. Therefore, put on every piece of God's armor, so that you will be able to resist the enemy in the time of evil. Then after the battle, you will be standing firm. Stand your ground, putting on the belt of truth and the body armor of God's righteousness. For shoes, put on the peace that comes from the good news, so that you will be fully prepared. In addition to all of these, hold up the shield of faith to stop the fiery arrows of the devil. Put on salvation as your helmet, and take up the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. Pray in the Spirit at all times, on every occasion. Stay alert and be persistent in your prayers for all believers everywhere.
The bad, the right, the wrong, and everything in between. Yo, it's